Alright guys, welcome back to some more One Piece chapter reactions. Now I know it's been a long time since my last video at all. Forget just One Piece chapter reaction, just any video at all on my channel. And the reason for that is obviously I've been busy. I've got exams coming up soon. Thankfully, for just as much as I've been busy, seems all has been well. Okay, whoa. I shouldn't phrase it like that. Y'all know what I mean. I don't mean it like that. Like in the sense that Oda's been taking a break, right? I'm not thankful for the reasons he's been taking a break, but I'm thankful that breaks are being taken for him and it also at the same time benefits me that he's been taking a break. Not that it's a good thing that the reason for why he's taking a break. That's not what I'm saying. So that might sound like I'm wilding, but I'm not, y'all. So yeah, sorry for being in the settings for Rocket League here. Just checking something. Um, but yeah, so Oda's already had a 3 week break before this chapter came out. This chapter came out last week, right? Just didn't have any time to read it before now. And since my last video and this video, my birthday happened and I didn't make any special video about it, which I've done, I think, every single year since the start of my YouTube channel. But this is the first year where I just like, my birthday's coming up. Am I gonna do something special for the channel? No, I don't even have the time to do it anyway, okay? Because I'm telling y'all, going from bachelor courses to master's courses in engineering is a big jump, okay, especially when you're dealing with very advanced topics. I'm taking 2 fluid mechanics courses, bro. It has been killing me, okay. It has been difficult, okay. I'm at the point where for one of the courses, man, if I'll aim for a C if I can. It is that difficult. And I've been working with it. It's not like I've been lazy. I've genuinely been working with it, but it is very difficult. Like the math is extremely advanced. Okay, like we need in my opinion, obviously the professor would be like I love how the professor was um like complacent about aeronautics. And he was like, the math is not that difficult. You only need to know this and this, and he was explaining really high, like difficult, mathematical concepts. At least if you ask me, right? Really high level like calculus concepts and stuff. And he's like, yeah, it's not too bad. The professor's saying this, right? And then we're there like I'm here like writing 3 pages worth of like, you know equations and calculus for so many pages just to arrive at a single answer. See, doing one question is taking me so many hours, so long, just to solve a single question. And I'm here like, dang, I'm supposed to be able to replicate this for the exam, you know what I'm saying? And the exam is 4 hours in total, by the way, too, by the way. And I know that in the exam I won't be having to do all this, all those things. But I mean, it's still really tough to be able to know what you're supposed to do and to be able to have the math knowledge to get there too, by the way. And that's leaving alone the knowledge of the physics behind fluid mechanics, which already is difficult enough. And then that is the focus of the course after all, right? Is to know the physics behind it, which is all good and well, but then beyond this, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, okay, this and like this, and then okay, then you've got these integrals here that I'm supposed to combine here and then do that, and you have to know the physics behind it to be able to know, okay, which integrals do you want to find, and then where do you want to put them, and stuff like that, and it is very advanced. So I've got 2 really difficult subjects, and I've got 2 relatively easy subjects. I mean, one of the subjects is literally not even graded in the sense that I either pass the subject or I fail the subject. These subjects are very minimal effort, okay? Right? As long as I pass, I'm good. That means as long as I get an E, quote unquote, it's equivalent to get an A, quote unquote. Does that make sense? Like if you pass, as long as you don't fail, you're good. As long as you get 40%, I believe, to get an E, you need to get 40% in the exam. And it's also the last exam for the semester, so I don't really care about that. And there's another subject which isn't too bad. Like it's the same difficulty as bachelor level subject. If you ask me, they're not too bad. The 2 fluid mechanics subjects, boy. The funnest part is the PhD students, so the ones already done with the master's degree, they told me, yeah, okay, I mean, this is not gonna lie, this is top one of the most difficult subjects you'll take throughout the entire course, throughout the entire 5 year run in university. This subject, the one that I was talking about earlier, where I have to write 3 pages of equations, is one of the hardest uh, courses to get the master's degree in engineering university. Like, they acknowledge that this is a difficult course. This is tough. This is one you really have to lock in to do good. And then most people still walk away with a C at best, to be honest. Which honestly, if I can get a C, I'm good. I'm genuinely good. That's how difficult this subject is. And then taking another fluid mechanics, which is not as difficult as this course. Um, and there have a bit more of a chance to aim for a B, maybe. I don't know if I can get an A. That's okay. It's still fluid mechanics, still really difficult. It's still a master's level course. But yeah, man, that jump has made it so much more has made my life university so much more busy, right? Where I'm barely finding time to read one of these One Piece chapters, reactions. But Oda's been taking a lot of breaks, and there's been several reasons for that. I mean, one big reason is the live action, right? He's been going to he's traveled all the way to Cape Town in South Africa, which apparently some people didn't know Cape Town was the capital of South Africa. I thought that was a well-known capital of a country in the world, but okay. But he's gone to Cape Town because that's where they're filming the One Piece live action, right? And he's been there to oversee stuff for season 2 of the live action, which I assume is coming out next year at some point. Maybe around the same time that season 1 came out. Season 1 came out around September. I mean, it was coming out. They released it in like chunks, didn't they? Like they released the first episode and the second episode a week later, the third episode a week later. Yeah, so, around September-ish, October time, a year ago, right? Was it last year? I think it was last year. Yeah, I think they come out 2023. So yeah, next one is gonna be probably around the same time, 2025 is what I'm guessing. September time, 2025. If we're lucky, maybe earlier, but I doubt it. But yeah, Oda's been there now recently to check that out. So we've taken a 3 week break because of that. Now, when I say 3 week break, for everyone that doesn't know what I mean, because people word things differently, I mean 2 weeks without One Piece chapters. And if you think about it, that is 3 weeks between chapters. That's why I call it a 3 week break. So technically, a 1 week break would mean that there is no break because you're going from One Piece chapter to another One Piece chapter. It's just a 1 week difference, okay? A 2 week break would mean that there's 1 week with no One Piece chapter. A 3 week break is then 2 weeks with no One Piece chapter. And we just had a 3 week break between chapter 1130 and 1131, which is what I'm about to read. Even though 1131 came out last week and I've been slow at it. And now there's another 3 week break between this chapter 1131 and 1132, which is going to come out, let's see, around the end of November unofficially, and then the start of December officially. So there's not gonna be a chapter this week, and there's no chapter next week, but the week after there's a chapter, and that's on the start. Yeah, and that will be the start of December. Um, so yeah, now we can get into it. And the reason for that is not just the live action. It's also because Oda's apparently had some health issues, and a lot of people have been concerned about Oda's health issues. But most of all, we're really, really, really happy that he has been taking these breaks, that he has been caring for his health, and Shueisha is letting him, the Weekly Shonen magazine, they're letting him take these breaks, and obviously, Oda's the king, right? He is the cash cow of Weekly Shonen Jump, right? Like they need him, okay? So they're gonna if he wants a break, they're gonna respect his wishes. Then you'll know that. Um, so Oda's team was like, we were trying to release the chapter this week. We were trying our best, but we couldn't. Right? Oda needs the break, and we're like, yeah. Most One Piece fans were like, alright, that's no problem. Oda's health matters. Well, obviously some One Piece fans will be wilding out, but those are the minority, and we don't care about them. All right. And then we had well, there was also some controversy regarding the live action. I don't want to talk a bit about it too much, but apparently Randy Troy, who's like a big One Piece like not influencer, but he's a big One Piece YouTuber and stuff. He makes a lot of like One Piece videos on YouTube and stuff like that. And apparently he was invited to help be a writer for season 2 of the One Piece live action, because he is friends with the showrunner Matt Owens. And apparently, there's been some controversy around this Randy Troy. He said he compared, I believe it was something along the lines of, what was it again? Yeah, it was Wapple and Trump. He compared Wapple to Trump. Said like Wapple might have been inspired by Trump or something like that, even though Wapple was a character was made in the year 2000s, so way before Trump ever ran for president of the United States, even the first time. That which is another thing that happened between the last chapter reaction, this chapter reaction, is that Trump got elected for president. The Republican Party won. That happened about a week and a half ago ish. Yeah. So oh, that's actually 2 weeks ago now. Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, it's so a lot of a lot of hectic things have been happening around the world in the last couple of weeks. Um, we're gonna have a vote as well in 10 months' time in Norway. And it seems like, weirdly, crazily enough, I've seen the news. Apparently, Fremskrittspartiet, which is the most far right party, political party in Norway. Apparently, that's the most popular party right now. Apparently, they have the most of the votes, and they're winning over young men especially. So apparently, now that is the forecast. That is what the votes have been panning up. But we'll see if that's how will actually go during the actual election, because I didn't vote for this forecast, for example. I'm not gonna tell you where I lean politically. This is not the point of this, but I'm certainly going to vote. I didn't vote for this forecast, but I know I'll vote for the actual election, which is in 10 months' time. Certainly, I will use my rights as a citizen to vote, for sure. So then we'll see how much the actual vote is different or not different from the forecast, which is where FRP wins, right? And FRP, again, is the most far right political party in Norway, which I say the most far right political party in Norway. Nowhere near as far right as the Republican Party in the US. You have to think about it like this: Norway is generally a lot more left leaning uh, than uh, than the US is. So the Democratic Party in the US would very likely be considered right leaning actually in Norway, for example. So I don't know if I don't know, I don't know the super details, right? I'm not like a politics expert here. Um, I just kind of read up on the different political parties whenever there's a vote that comes around. Now, this is the second, not the third time, the second time I get to vote since becoming an adult and being eligible to vote. This is the second time I'll be able to vote for the prime minister and the political party that gets to hold power. The previous one, Arbeiderpartiet won, and since then it seems like they've lost a lot of ground. Okay, it seems like they're not gonna win this time around. It seems like because Arbeiderpartiet is like leaning left, left side of the politics, and it seems like now we're really having a right shift. Okay, like politically, we're really leaning right. Okay, and I think there's several reasons for that. There's several reasons for that, but don't want to get into them here. But I know one big thing is immigration. That is certainly a topic that a lot of people have been talking about. In regards to Norway, again, I'm not gonna get into that right now, but this is nuanced for sure. Uh, but yeah, they're losing a lot of ground, and yeah, this is the second time I get to vote. We'll see how it goes. It's still in 10 months' time. But yeah, typically how I prepare is I read up on all the different political parties, both the ones that I agree with and the ones that I disagree with. Because a lot of the times that the political parties that I don't vote for will have a lot of policies that I'm like, dang, you know what, that's a good policy. But because they have so much other fluffer that I disagree with, I'm like, I can't vote for you though. You know what I'm saying? I have to vote for this political party that has some things that I disagree with. That's the thing. There's no one political party that you agree with fully. You know what I'm saying? Even here, like there's not a single political party. I'm like, everything they do, I agree with. There's so many things I'm like, I wish you didn't stand for this, and I wish you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So many like little things, but I'm like, you know what? You do what you do, and then you go on with it. So yeah, but for me, an important part of voting as well is that I don't just read up on the parties that I from beforehand agree with, or from beforehand have confirmation bias for, perhaps. I also read up on the parties that I disagree with. When I say quote unquote disagree, right? So I look at the political party that disagrees. I'm like, okay, I disagree with this party, but let's see what the policies are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. I think it is important to read up on both sides to get a more reflected outlook on things. But that's just what I do. Um, so far, I will, as of now at least, I will say that my vote probably won't change from the previous one from 4 years ago, or 3.5 years ago at this point. But yeah, okay, we have not started reading One Piece at all. I've been blabbling a lot. So there you go. You already know why I haven't been immediately on these One Piece chapter reactions like I used to. But at the same time, Oda also hasn't been on these releases as he used to. A couple of years ago, before COVID and stuff, and before Oda's eye surgery, that was another big thing that happened. Before then, we weren't getting 3 One Piece chapters in a week break and then 3 One Piece chapters. That was not the schedule we used to have. We used to have a lot more consistent One Piece chapters. I know that because I've been reading One Piece for a decade now, right? I believe like 13 plus years, 12 plus years since I've been caught up to the One Piece manga. Oda didn't used to have 3 weeks chapters and a 1 week break, 3 chapters 1 week. We used to have very consistent One Piece chapter every single week, and then every so often we'll break or weekly shonen jump break, right? Um, it's definitely increased in amount since COVID, and again Oda's growing older, so he just doesn't have the same capacity to be able to draw and write manga as he used to 20 plus years ago. He's getting older. That's the reality of it, right? Beyond just the eye surgery and the traveling to Cape Town for One Piece live action, Oda is also just getting older, right? Traveling is obviously going to impact his health way more than it used to 20 years ago. He's not as young and as again he doesn't have the same stamina, I guess you could say, as he used to. So hopefully Oda's been properly taking care of himself, and I'm glad he's taking these breaks. And hopefully he also has a good plan to finish One Piece soon, so that he doesn't have to stress himself out too much with this as he ages here, right? Because at this point, after he's done writing One Piece, he could just retire, right? He's way more than rich enough to just simply do that. The moment One Piece ends, he doesn't have to write another manga ever again. He's good at that point. At that point, he can just focus on helping out with the live action, with the anime remake. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, he's like, I'm done with the manga now, so the One Piece live action is currently in Thriller Bark. Cool, I'll help them out. Well, we'll see if the live action will be in Thriller Bark by the time the manga ends. But it might be. Who knows if the live action is that successful? We might make it all the way to Thriller Bark, for example. Or the anime remake will be all the way in Thriller Bark or whatever, and then Moto can help out. But obviously, at that point, he can chill because he doesn't have to draw manga no more. But yeah, last chapter, in my opinion, was amazing. We learned a lot of great things. One thing, ironically enough, is that inflation is a thing in One Piece, by the way. So there is such a thing as bounty inflation. So 100 plus years ago, Dorian Brogy had a bounty of like 100 million. And according to Robin now, they have a bounty of 1.8 billion, which obviously this should increase naturally, but also there's the inflation that's going on with the berry over 100 years. I'm very glad to hear that that's a thing. I don't know if it's ever been mentioned before. At least I don't recall inflation ever being mentioned before, but now we have confirmation that inflation is a thing that it's 100% happening in the world of One Piece. That's good to know. We also got to meet Gerd, and I love Gerd. I want to see more from her. She's probably my favorite giant. Uh, but we also have not seen that many of the giants in general. Um, and yeah, Luffy split off from the rest and went because he heard something, and then he went on to check on what he was feeling or hearing. And that's where he found Loki, right? The shame of Elbaf, and his design is awesome. The way they introduced him was awesome. He's one of my that was an amazing introduction. One of my favorite introductions in One Piece, probably, because I really was not just expecting that him to be sitting there with all the aura. That was all aura. The way he was sitting chained up. He's like, hey, "Who are you, little kid?" That was awesome. And then we also got to see the apparently There's like a weird X mark on Luffy when he goes Gear 5 on his left arm. That was also weird on his forearm. I thought it was just the Alabasta mark, but they took a picture and it was very detailed in the poster for Luffy. So Robin felt like it was familiar, but we're not sure where it comes from. Again, I thought it was the Alabasta deal with Vivi, but I don't know. If only Luffy has it and the other Straw Hats don't have it anymore, right? Because they they probably wiped it off, or not wiped it off, but it's after a while the mark disappears, right? Because it's just you just drew it on your forearm, so it's not like a tattoo or something, right? It's gonna go. Um, so yeah, I wonder. And then we also found out that Haruden is the prince of Elbaf, or a prince of Elbaf, is what they said, I believe, and that Loki is his little brother. So yeah, um, we can now get into this week's chapter after my insane babbling, and the chapter is called Loki in the Underworld. Okay, I'm reading this chapter officially. Might as well. TCP scans are not perfect, and this chapter's been out officially for a while now, so why not? And the chapter cover is Speed. Good to see Speed again. I love how Speed is loyal to Tama now, regardless. Like, even though Tama doesn't tame her anymore using her Dolphin, she's still loyal to Tama. That's so good to me. Because eventually, the person who eats the dango ball or whatever they're called, um, they eventually get to choose whether they want to still be loyal to Tama or not. And Speed chose to be loyal, and I think that's awesome. So yeah, and then Yamato's there with them, and they're running off somewhere. I don't really know where, but let's read the description here. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 18. Okay. After that, Sword Thief. Okay. Okay, so we saw in the last cover that someone was nabbing their sword when they were all sleeping, if you remember. And now they're running over there with Komachio. I think his name was Komachio, and Speed and Tom. They're all running over. Um, I think yeah, his name is Komachio. Yeah, the like lion bug thing. They're running after this person who stole the sword. Okay, cool. Let's see how that goes. Alright, on to the chapter. Luffy goes, "Oh yeah! I knew this was Elbaf. We've been waiting to get here for ages. You really have. Everything really is huge in Elbaf. Oh yeah? Good for you." By the way, says Loki, I wonder if Usopp will figure it out when he gets up there. What's on top of the tree? Well, if Usopp will figure it out? Hmm. Hey, says Loki, the most powerful nation in the world? Lived and breathed warfare? Whoa, that's wild! When I was on Dorian Brogy's ship, I'd never seen so many giants at once. It was really overwhelming. Hey, now Loki's getting annoyed. He's like, stop interrupting me. Let me talk. I can believe they're the most powerful. Hmm. Hey, I'm talking to you! Oh man, his voice is so loud. He's causing shockwaves to the entire forest. Brrr, wolves are coming in. That's not ideal. I am the sun god enshrined in the legends of this land. You will not speak without my permission, human. I mean, ironically enough, Luffy's the real sun god. Now answer me. What do you make of this situation? Elbaf's accursed prince, Loki. Special government bounty 2.6 billion berries? Damn! That is actually crazy! Yo, special government bounty too, you know? Dorian Broggy had a bounty of 1.8 billion. This man surpasses them by 800 million? Nah! I didn't know Loki had it like that. Dang, okay. That is an impressive bounty. Okay. Man, these giants of Albath are... Whew, they're strong. Well, now to make of the situation. What do I make of it? That you're chained up. I mean, yeah, simply enough. Keenly surmised, but no man chooses to be chained. And I am no exception in this regard. I would rather be free. Did you know I've been here for 6 years? Dang! 6 years is a long time chained up here. That's crazy. He's been giving me food and stuff. Wow. Luffy's honestly might just set him free because Luffy, like, whenever someone's imprisoned and someone asking to be set free, Luffy sets them free because, Luffy brings freedom to people. 6 years? I consider myself the strongest in all of Elbaf, but this tree is known as the Jewel Tree, Adam, which forms the very kingdom of Foreland itself. Ooh. The chains are sea prism stone. Ah, they robbed me of my strength and keep me in prison. Because, yeah, last time they told us that Loki ate the devil fruit, right? He killed his dad to gain this devil fruit and then to eat it, right? That's the whole thing. He killed his own dad and ate his devil fruit. Very Blackbeard style, except, literally his own family. And like Blackbeard killed a crew member, which, I mean, I guess in the Whitebeard crew, that is still considered family. So, in a sense, equally bad betrayals. So I have a question for you, Roddy. It's Luffy. Do you want to make a deal, Luffy? Okay, I was gonna say like, does he have the Luffy tick where he just gives people, he doesn't give people their actual names? Because Luffy, even though he gets to hear people's names, he like gives them whatever random names, other than his crewmates. His crewmates, he actually respects their names, but with Law and stuff, he calls him Troll Guy or whatever, right? With Kid and whatever, he always gives them random names. Same thing with Hancock, Hammock, right? He always gives them like random names. Um, but Loki's decided to respect Luffy's name. Actually, he calls him Luffy. Do you want to make a deal, Luffy? Okay, so Loki's asking for a deal with Luffy. You're a pirate, aren't you? That's keen. Okay, he figured that out quickly. If you don't do these chains that bind me, I'll offer to completely eliminate one rival pirate crew of your choosing. What say you? Luffy doesn't care about that, but that's still insane. The key should be somewhere in the village. Now, if you'd rather not, I won't force your hand. Hmm? Oh, but I didn't mention. This is the lowest plane of Elbaf, the underworld, a place that no one dares venture into. Those judged to be criminals are dropped down here. This place is their prison and their execution yard. And you've been here this entire time and haven't been killed yet. Well, didn't they say that they tried to kill him but they couldn't or something last chapter? I might be remembering wrong. Could be like a cat situation, like, bro is too strong to be killed. Mm-hmm. It's an execution yard. Okay. Dig into the snow around you. Sorry about that sneeze. That's why it was a bit little of a break there. Dig into the snow around you, okay? And you'll find the bones of giant and man alike. Damn. Oh wow. Look at that giant over there eating stuff. That is a giant animal eating. He's eating trees. Oh, okay. He just crushed the tree. Okay, I thought he was gonna eat the tree. I was like, what? These mountains have existed for tens of thousands of years. In our mythology, we call this the First World. Or there's a snake that's also eating a tree or something. Wow. A place where the sun is only a dead memory. Foolish human. Yo, he is surrounded by these animals. I don't know what brought you to these snowy peaks, but you'd best be wary of these wild beasts. A great and deadly sentinel prowls each and every mountain. And since I was a lad, they've all been fast friends of mine. We can just use Conqueror's Hockey and take care of them, right? There's even like small people in the background, like next to that hill over there. Yo, it's not just giant beasts. Oh, this takes me back. So if you don't do as I say, they may not take kindly to it. Come on, Luffy's trained in this type of environment for 2 years in the time skip. Ruskina, remember that? Luffy's good. This takes me back, says Luffy. I'm like, I miss this. I miss this type of situation. You can just use Conqueror's Hockey, no issue. Those other little ones are humans who chose to do battle with Albath. They wear stinking robes to turn away the ravenous beasts, but they only delay the inevitable. They are corpses already. Now that's really uncalled for, sir. Who is this guy? Can we rob him blind? Maybe he's got something. We don't want to get knocked unconscious like the last time. Oh, someone already came here and used Conqueror talking to them. I bet he was Shanks or something. I bet he was Shanks. I mean, around here, you don't expect to run into red hair Shanks of all people. I knew it. I knew it. Shanks came over here, was in this exact same situation, and knocked them all unconscious. Luffy's gonna do the same thing, though. He can easily do the same thing. Huh? Did you just. What? Did you just say Shanks? I love how the animals love Luffy, by the way. We did, but this is really invalidating everything we thought we knew. Who is that guy? How did he tame the Sentinel of the Peaks? What? Wait a second. Who is that pipsqueak? Did Shanks really come here? You know red hair? If you mean that coward of a pirate, he certainly did. Oh, nah. Oh, nah, Loki. Dude, these guys look like Grim Reapers, though. These humans. And he tamed the freaking animals, bro. Oh! Okay. Luffy was quick with it. Loki called him a coward pirate, and Luffy immediately went Gear 4. Called gun right at him. Loki's taking a. Ow! Dang! Luffy gave it to him. Yeah, Prince Loki. Hey, wait, take it easy. I was only joking. Was he trying to test his power level or something? Luffy was quick with it, though. He did not accept that Shanks disrespect at all. He's like, nah, you better shut your mouth, bro. I was only joking. What? Don't say that, even as a joke. And all the animals are sweating, they're scared. I'm helpless here. I can't defend myself. The instant I get these chains off, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, right, he's saying, like, he's whispering to himself, the instant I get these chains off, I'm gonna kill this guy, Luffy. Then you better not make me mad. Next time you say something like that, I'll embed you into that tree. You wouldn't dare, idiot. And? Why was Shanks here? Why did he come to see you? That couldn't have been why he was here. Is he still in Elbaf? You won't be getting those answers for nothing. Fair enough. Fair enough, Loki. I love how Loki also, we have not seen his eyes, right? He's got blindfolds on, like Gojo during the Jujutsu Kaisen movie type style. Because after that he gets black blindfolds, but now he's got white blindfolds. Yeah! Look out! It's really shaking! I'm gonna die! Okay, we're back to Nami and Usopp and the rest. Their group. Is that what I think it is? Huh? You mean? Yeah, someone's coming. I don't know who it is. Oh, it's Road. Okay. He's out here. He's coming out here. Okay. But he looks all charred up. Like he got hit by lightning. It's probably whoever was under that sun god mask. I knew it! So he's charred up because Nami hit him. Okay. And behind him is that female warrior and the chubby one. Oh, it's Gerd and them! Wait a minute, that's a Straw Hat ship! They're chasing him and carrying the Sunny. The Sunny's there? What's going on? Sounds like it's cutting time. No, don't cut the Sunny! They might be the Master's friends. There's only one thing to do. Look, the finish line is before us. We gotta run it out. Sprint for all you're worth. Get to the Alba village that must be up there. If they catch up to us, we're goners. Oh yeah, okay. So Usopp's running, Sanji's running, Usopp's running, Zoro's running, and then Nami's riding on the chopper. They're all running up though. But yeah, Gerd and Forgot his name. We're chasing after him. Yeah, he got introduced last chapter. We can go back and see his name later. Underworld Warland. Okay. Dang, ga. Oh, it's Harudin. Hey, that's my boy. There we go. Took down that moose. Just in the nick of time. Nice. These beasts don't live in the upper forest, but their meat is exquisite. I can already see the excitement on the straw hats' faces. But how will we carry this monster? So we got New Giant Pirates Captain Harudin and New Giant Pirates Shipwright Stanson. Okay, he's a shipwright. Okay, he's also carrying a hammer. Okay, they took down the moose. Nice. Can't use a painter. Those sunstones don't work when it's snowing. Sunstones? What's a painter? Suck it up and be a man. This meat is for my saviors. A Harudin refresher. Back in just shows. Okay, we're gonna get a little Harudin backstory here. Back in just shows, Harudin was caught in the wicked plot of the Flamingo, former warlord, and was nearly forgotten by the world until he was rescued by the Straw Hat crew. Now he's one of the 7 captains in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Alright, thank you for the reminder, Oda. Heave ho! See, we got this. We are the mighty warriors of Elbaf, the new giant pirate crew. Imagine he's singing something along those lines, right? New giant pirates, self-proclaimed Stride fleet. So you got the Captain Harudin, a pirate crew of 5 younger giants from the generation after Dorian Brogy. So we got the Cook Goldberg, that's his name. Nice, we don't have to actually go back to the previous chapter to check his name now. We got the Doctor Gerd. Gertie's a doctor. I'm here. I'm here for it. Heck yeah, bro. And we got the Shipwright Stanson and the Navigator Road. Okay. 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 But fantastic revelation. Gertie's the doctor. I'm here for this, bro. That's amazing. Okay. The sea near Albaf. What do you think, Robin? Says Brooke. Okay, so they still have not arrived at Albaf. They're close though. I've never cut a woman's hair before. Wait, what? Brooke's giving Robin a haircut? Hey, yo, Brooke? Wait a minute, I gotta see this design. Okay, I was quite nervous about doing it. My heart would have been racing if I had one. Yo! Skull joke! Yo! Brooke is the barber of the crew? But he says he's never cut a woman's hair before, so I guess I don't know how much of a barber he is at that point. But he's got Ben's hair before, so maybe he's barber for men. I don't know, Okay. Yeah, haha. You don't have a heart? So unscientific. all right, Lilith. And there's Robin over there. Okay, seems like she's got a new haircut style going on. There's Bonnie. You look really cute, Robin. Okay, seems like Brooke did a good job. Okay, Bonnie likes it. Haven't seen that look on you in ages, says Frankie. That's stunning. Well done, Brooke, says Jinbei. Oh! Oh! I'm dying. Oh, Robin. Oh! She looks majestic. Oh my god! Brooke, you cooked. Oh, Brooke. Brooke, thank you for this. Thank you for this. Bro, Robin looks so good. Yo! What the frick, bro? It's perfect. Thank you, Brooke. Love her. Oh no, and she has the mirror in front of her. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's a beautiful woman right there, bro. Okay, bro. Whew. Bro. Brooke, you say your heart's beating? Bro, my heart's beating. That's crazy. Dang. I like this Robin style. It reminds me a little bit of pre-time skip. It reminds me of pre-time skip Robin. Now she looks so good though. Yo, happy to help, bro. Nah, Brooke, you cooked. You look really cute, Robin, says Bonnie. Oh, I hella agree, bro. Dang. Oh, nah, yeah, no. Brooke Esther Barber. But also, Robin Esther looks. She's. Holy crap. I love the bangs. I love the haircut. I love this. I love this style, man. Robin looked really good last chapter too, though, with the glasses when she was reading the newspaper. Bro, but this haircut though, come on, man. You can't not love Robin with bangs, man. Robin with bangs is a look. That is a look, man. Nah, man. For real, takes you back to pre-time skip. Cause it was like, cause it was during the pre-time skip she had bangs. Post-time skip, she like moved her hair to the side. She didn't have bangs no more. But pre-time skip Robin with bangs, we're going back to that style, and I freaking love it, man. I don't mind post-time skip Robin, but we're going back to old style Robin with the haircut going into Elbaf. Bro, I can't wait to see how her Elbaf design is gonna be with this new hairstyle. Oh man, older bro. I'm not gonna lie, boy Hancock. With this Robin, there is a challenger for most beautiful woman in the One Piece world. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. She looks majestic. That, oh, dude, I actually squealed when I first saw her. Like y'all heard me earlier. That was like, that was my genuine first reaction. I was dying inside, man. Sheesh. Happy to help, man. I could just stare at her. Okay, that sounds weird. Okay, I could look at this panel for a while, but we're going to move on. But man, you know I'm gonna come back to look at this panel. Wow. Okay. That's stunning. Well done, Brooke. I agree, Jinbei. Y'all are so lucky to be in the presence of Nico Robin. All of you Strats, y'all are so lucky. Julie, Bonnie, Lilith, and all of you Giants. This, y'all know. If I'm there, I'm like, honestly, I don't know what I've done to be in the presence of Nico Robin, bro. To be in the presence of this stunning woman. Like I'm okay. We're gonna move on, but Brooke, that haircut, legendary. Okay, next page. Okay. Oh, so it's the look you had when you met Saul. Oh, cause she suspected that she might meet Saul here. Ah, that's sick. And I'll see Dorian Brogan know about Saul. Then he'll be especially happy to see it. Oh, I can't wait to see Saul again and Void Century lore! Yo! That's hype. Man, I just know this reunion will have me balling. Oh, bro, I will freaking. Boy, Frankie. Boy, we'll be balling together. When Saul and Robin. Oh my god! Dude, when they reunite, oh no, Frankie, don't. My heart can take this. My heart can barely take a Robin haircut right now. Don't even talk about the reunion, man. Whoo! Okay, Frankie's already crying. That's the hairstyle we remember too, Robin. Ah, yeah. Oh my gosh, you remember this hairstyle from when? Yeah. Okay. And Robin's relaxed. She's smiling. It's always good to see Robin smiling. The previous panel, she's also smiling. It's so good to see, man. Like, so important for me that Robin is having a happy life now. That she's smiling, she's having a good time. So important. She's been through way too much. She's been through more than any human being should ever be going through, man. Now we're happy for Robin. That's the hairstyle number two. Alright, the mists have cleared. Land ahoy! Prepare to moor. Finally, the other straw hats arriving at Elbaf. Uh, that island of giants is gigantic. Yeah. We gotta have a toast when we get to harbor. Yeah! Albaf. Big trouble! It's Dr. Saul! He's fallen and he won't get up! Oh my god, bro. Apparently Saul's a doctor. Bro, if Saul dies before Robin even gets to unite with him, I will be mad, Oda. Come on, man. You gotta give us that wholesome moment. What do you mean he's falling, can't get and won't get up, bro? Man, and that's the end of the chapter two. Man, and no chapter next week, so we'll have to wait another 2 weeks until the next chapter. Alright, well, that's it for this week's chapter, everybody. I hope you enjoyed watching this at least as much as I enjoyed reading this chapter. And man, what a haircut. That is that is the only thing I have to say about this chapter. No, not really. I have way more to say in general, way more thoughts regarding it. But that bro, that haircut completely took me out of it. Okay, so Saul's in out of commission. Hopefully he survives at least to see Robin again. Um, Loki trying to make a deal with Luffy, and yeah, that's it for this chapter. Um, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Um, we'll see how much of a menace Loki's gonna be. We'll see if Loki ends up being like the villain of the arc. Maybe Luffy frees Loki and then he ends up being the antagonist of the arc. So then Luffy and the other giant pirates have to stop him. Although I feel like they should be capable of doing that pretty easily, right? Like Loki might be the strongest out of all the giants, but I mean, if all the giants team up and Luffy's also there, I mean, unless Loki's got a faction of giants of his own, then we might get a bigger fight scene here going on. But otherwise, I don't really see it. Loki does want to kill Luffy. He did say, yeah, I'm gonna kill this kid later, right? So he wants to kill Luffy. He did mention that. He did mention that right in this panel right there. The instant I get these chains off, I'm gonna kill him. So clearly he could end up being antagonist of the arc if he plans to kill Luffy. We'll see how that goes. I don't know if Loki's got his own faction now back, but we'll see. If he gets freed. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. If there is going to be an antagonist at all for the arc. Or maybe we'll get like a Zoe type arc where it's very lore-y. Very yeah, we'll learn about the Void Sentry and stuff with Saw. I mean he's collapsed now, but we'll see how that goes. We'll see how all the conflict goes. The other Strides don't know that Gerd and Goldberg are part of the Stride Grand Fleet. So I don't know what they're I don't know what they're planning to do with that because they're still running away from Gerd and Goldberg and Road, who's technically also part of the Stride Grand Fleet. I mean, they've got 3 of the Stride Grand Fleet right there, but they're all running away from them. And Stanton and Harvey are currently trying to get food for Luffy, ironically enough. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's it for this week's chapter. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed this chapter reaction at least as much as I enjoyed reading the chapter. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alright, y'all. Peace.